Hi besties, I would love you to watch these clips of videos that I have here with me that will make you to understand the reason why a lot of people are so mad with the blacks. And don't forget to subscribe and leave your thoughts in the comment section because at the end of the day, everybody is entitled to their own opinion. And I'll be back with my commentaries. Now see the video.
So y'all can tell me if it's just me, but I just been feeling like this entire year I've been finding out that literally everybody hates black Americans, even black people all around the world. And no shade, that's probably why our ancestors said all skin folk ain't kinfolk. But at the same time, I feel like the way that people feel about us is the way they should actually feel about white people. Because we didn't do anything to you. We didn't do shit to you. But white people is letting you know they don't fucking like you and they don't want you in their country. That you're mad at us. You got the hostility with us. And I'm gonna be honest, it makes me feel sad, but at the same time, it makes me feel very powerful because I'm like, yeah, they were able to successfully scapegoat us, but it gotta be something deeper. It honestly makes me feel like my people.
So, if you made it through all the parts, it breeds the question, why does everybody hate black people? Why do they hate us? Why do they try so hard to tear us down, right? And I think I know why. I see this in the comments, so I'm going to try to answer it in a video, and I want y'all to tell me what you think. So, because God is source, right? Everything is his creation, right? Even things manipulated by Satan. So when God says we're all his children, that is God modeling accountability for us. He knows that it's not his fault that Satan is delusional, but he still recognized that he is a part of a problem that's hurting his creation, right? So God made a direct line of people, a chosen people, and he breathed his spirit into us. This is why the Adam and Eve bloodline, this is what it's meant to represent, right? What he means when he says he breathed his spirit into us and we are made in his image, we are the only people with compassion. You ever thought about that? You ever wonder why black people are always helping no matter what? No matter what we've been through, we're always still trying to help people get through. When God says he breathed his spirit in us and he made us in his image, his chosen people, he's saying that he made us specifically to be able to relate to him and how he feels as a creator who inherently, right? Who inherently gets his way. Inherently, we're inheriting the crowd. You see it? You see it? At the core of it all, God wants to be understood for who he is. Just like you and me. He doesn't want his greatness. He knows he's great. And he knows that because he's great, everything is going to end in him, right? He wants us to be able to live out this experience and have these choices so that we can see. It's not that.
Why do you think they're covering the sun? We're about to activate. We've already activated. And I love this comment so much. I wish I could pin it. We've already activated. Look what's going on. Look at what's going on. Think about how blatantly racist everyone is on the internet right now. Do you know why? It's because we're not complicit. We don't put our heads down anymore. I've been seeing so many videos of us literally physically fighting back when we've been confronted with violence. This is a new timeline. It's only been literally like maybe 60 years, 65 years since the civil rights movement. White people used to beat like they used to whip our ass. They used to hang us from trees like strange fruit. They were still eating us in the 60s. We don't talk about this. Literally, we experienced the most heinous things after the so-called slavery was abolished in the 1900s in this country. They stole our lands, they flooded us out, they burned and bombed everything. But now we're waking up. Even though they try to co-opt woke, they fucking steal and colonize everything we come up with. But we're all waking up and we're collectively getting on one band, one sound, and everybody's losing their shit. That's why they're coming out the woodworks, like saying, oh, and of course, you know, the president makes them feel like they don't have to hide anymore. But the fact that we have a voice to say something back, this is why I can't do it on here. But on my YouTube channel, I say the most vile stuff to these people. When they talk to me crazy, I go for the jugular because we are activated. And this is, I feel like right now we're kind of like in phase 1 of finding a voice, identifying ourselves as who we are. We're not centering any other ethnicities. We're not centering anyone else. And that's why I love.
My thing is, we've been hearing from Africans and Caribbeans our whole lives saying that we have no culture. Now, since we're claiming and educating you on a culture that essentially runs the world, I don't know what the rest is what you said, but basically it's a problem that we're finally starting to speak out. I sat down all last year because I have been seeing them saying stuff on the internet since the internet, but I was starting to see it a lot, like really kick up in like 2022. And then I got on TikTok heavy last year, and the things I saw every time they loaded up a podcast, every time the Caribbean and, you know, the ones that are British now, first gen, whenever they loaded up a podcast or got in front of a mic, the topic of discussion was always Black Americans. It doesn't matter. You could have been talking about the sky is blue. Some way, somehow, it would have went back to Black Americans have no culture. Black Americans don't know where they come from. There's so many, like, I've been compiling videos because now in 2025 that we're finally starting to speak out, they are lying, scapegoating, gaslighting, scamming, all of the shit that they be doing, trying to act like this has not been a thing. We just never said anything. We never said anything. We never stood up for ourselves. So I think that's why they're crashing out. And as one of my mutuals would say, Kanata way, he said they're devastated. That took me out. That was hilarious. They're devastated because we're finally saying something. We never used to say anything. They've been talking big money, cash money shit about us since they got here, really. And even on their homeland, like a lot of them, we're lazy, we're this, we're that, like all sorts of shit. And now that we're like, wait a minute, y'all want to go stereotype?
From the clip of video you might have already watched, I believe you understand what we're going to talk about, right? Grab your popcorn, juice, sit down, relax. Let us talk, because this is actually getting out of hand. The way those white Americans show everything for you to understand seriously that they don't like the Black Americans and anybody in Black in general. Now the question is, why would you make people feel less of themselves, knowing fully well that you in particular cannot create a human being? You don't know how to create a human being. Even if they give you the full 24 hours of a day, you don't even know where to start. So why making another person feel less of themselves? But the honest truth remains that the Black people are speaking for themselves right now. They are speaking for themselves in so many ways. Like, they don't longer keep quiet, allow the Black people, the white people feel like they're so important, they're so, a lot of things. But now when you talk to a Black person in the language that he or she don't understand, or the way that piss him or her off, the person is going to reply you immediately without even wasting time, because everybody as a Black person is not speaking up for themselves, being American and not American, for the fact you have this color. So, guys, feel free to drop your own thoughts in the comment section. What do you think concerning this attitude of the white Americans, or the white Americans, making people feel less of themselves? Because that is how it is. A lot of people cannot stand it. You're gonna tell somebody something about the person's color, and the person might go inside his or her room or his or her house and feel so bad, because of what you've told the person. And alongside, some persons might develop BP, while some person might develop blood pressure, a lot of things, because everybody does not have thick skin. A lot of people can chase anything that comes to their way. You can even tell them anything, they will not even do anything. But some people cannot take it. So making people to go to that extent of developing different things or feeling somehow concerning their color, something they don't have power over, because they don't have power over it. They are not the one that create themselves. Probably if they have the opportunity to create themselves, they might make themselves as a white person. Meanwhile, some don't even like white color. And one thing is that black is so priceless. That is one thing for sure. You can never go anywhere and get a cream that will make you to be black. But if you want to get fair right now, you can go to the market and look for a lot of things and make yourself look so white. I'll see you guys in my next video.